Hello everybody, this is Ina. Thank you so much for joining me in my little art room, and this is my contribution to hashtag pawgustart, which is a August hashtag event from Creative Art Collaboration. Have a lot of fun! Alright, so I was thinking of just doing another page for my art journal. I went ahead and I prepared the background so this video wouldn't get too long. This is just gessoed drawing paper. I added watercolor and a couple of shades and sprayed a little bit of water and dried it. That's all. This little technique I've done in one of my other videos, which you could look up if you like. Alright, so theme was animals, and I was looking around and I came up with this beautiful giraffe, and I thinking I would like to use that. And let's see what else I can show you. Well, I found these little this little quote, "Stop and smell the roses." It came all in one piece. It's a magazine cutout, and I was thinking of maybe using it, and rather than her eating leaves, I'll have her smell roses. Okay, there's a trunk of a palm tree I might use. There are a bunch of roses, nice color roses, and there are some leaves. And there's another little giraffe. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. We'll see how it goes. And often with my collage pages, I like to make a border. Sometimes I just use Sharpies or I shade it with my ink pad. But I often use cutouts from magazines. And I found this. This is actually not a magazine, just a newspaper. So it's a little bit delicate. I kept this part just to show you what it looked like. It was an advertisement for beer, for a brewery here in Colorado. So anyway, I cut the middle out. Maybe I love the color, so I might use it for something sometime. And so it left me with this type of frame. Of course, as you can see, it isn't exactly the right fit, but I believe I can make it fit. I'll show you how I do this in a minute. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get this giraffe here put down. No, I'm not going to put her down. I'm gonna glue her down. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna go right ahead because I'm trying to not make this video too long. I hope that all of you will tune into this hashtag event, because you can find many more videos under this theme on YouTube during the next 3 days. There'll be always new postings, and of course after that it'll be still there. If you like my video, please do find me. And you can also find my creations on Facebook. I have a Facebook page which is called Ina's Art Room. Alright, so I've got my giraffe down, and I'm thinking of doing a little bit of stenciling, as you know, it is a forest animal, even though I'm going to give her a different diet on this one. I'm going to give her some roses. Alright, let's see where. I thought I put it out, but I guess I didn't. Where is the green I like? Where did it go? Oh, I have lots of green, so maybe it will be some other green. Alright, here's a little makeup sponge. And I have this stencil, and I'm just going to randomly put a few. I could have probably done it even before putting her down, but on the other hand, it gives me a little idea where she is, so I don't necessarily want to stencil over her. So I'm going to do a little of stenciling, a little darker green. I think because the flowers and her, and it's going to be plenty colorful, so I'm not going to introduce too many other colors. Okay, so that would be dark green on the stencil. But I do like to give it a little, oops, I thought I was prepared, not quite. Alright. I'm going to add a tiny bit of yellow. I sometimes like to combine a couple of colors. It just makes it, seems to, of course, in the process I'm going to mess up my ink pad, but can be cleaned. Okay, alright, there's one. Alright, that's good. I'll put a little bit here too. Maybe I start with the yellow. So this hashtag event is going to have all kinds of wonderful artists and crafters post their creation. It does all have animal themes, but I'm sure there's going to be an amazing amount of variety. I can't wait because I would like to watch a lot of them. And of course, if you like what you see, please leave a comment or subscribe to our channels. I appreciate all and every comment. It's always very encouraging, and new subscribers, of course, are really fun to have. So it's nice to know that people appreciate what you do. All right, a little more here, I think. Sorry, this takes a little time, and maybe I'll fast forward to some of this. I don't know. Let's see how it goes and how long this video is going to be at the end. I'm still struggling a little bit with getting my lighting right and all this kind of stuff. I have this tiny little art room where I have to work in. Lighting down here is not that great, but if I want to avoid a lot of traffic and noise, I'm gonna have to hide out here in my basement to do it. Well, we'll make it work, right? Okay, so let's see. That's it, a little more. Maybe a tiny bit more. Some of this will be covered up by the border, and well, I'm also gonna add roses. So yeah, it's mainly just to give a little bit of a layered look, which I like that in my collage pages. And of course, some things do get covered up. I have gotten questions from people who just got started who had a hard time understanding the concept of layering. And yes, some things get covered up completely, but never everything. And it does, at the end, it gives your creation more depth and more interest, more things to look at. And it all comes together to create this nice background if you take your time and layer different elements. Just a lot of fun. All right. Yeah, as I said, this is just a little bit in the background. A lot of this will be covered up, I know, so going a little extra is okay. Because I'm doing this part early, because I want it to be under the border. All right, and I might do a little, no, maybe not. I think the rest, I might do a little more stenciling or something, but I could do that later. All right, let's put this here. Okay, now I think because of the way I'm going to lay this out, it would be good to put the border on so I see how big it is and how it fits. So as you can see, there's no way this is going to fit this, but we make it fit. So let's see. Usually in a situation like this, I'll just cut it right here and right here, and again right there and right there. All right, now it does have this brown border around. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to use, but I can always cut it off. Let's just see how it will look. See, as you can see now, it's coming closer together there. So there's definitely some extras here. I hope I have enough. Pulled out enough of these little roses here. Put this a little bit on the side. Actually, let's see, this one more. I have also one in a different color, just because I thought I wanted all in pink. Let's see. Oh, I am hoping that I am in focus here and you see everything I do. This is a little bit of a problem here. I'm using my phone and I have to really kind of check all the time, and then of course I forget because I get so much into doing what I'm doing. One day I will get a better setup. So something like this. I don't want it too far down because it'd be nice to see a little bit of the tree trunk coming up out here, even there in the middle. Just not on this side. We'll cover that up. There you go. That'll be good. Now my question is, should I put one rose a complete different color? Sometimes it looks really good when you have a contrasting element somewhere that doesn't get boring. And also maybe, just maybe, this giraffe prefers yellows. Could be. Could be. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know yet. I'm just trying to quickly cut this out. Okay, all right. Now you could put this maybe a little closer because I want her. Yeah, there you go. I want her to smell it. Right now, what about this one here? Is she gonna smell? I'll put one a little closer. It should be kind of here, but then again, that would be better now if she be a little higher. Okay, sorry, giraffe, you could move and do this a little different. Yeah, yay, yes, like this. Now, how am I gonna? Well, I just have to kind of cut it and make it look like. There you go. That might work. Sorry, as you can see, I mess about quite a bit. I don't always get it right the first time around, but everything is fixable. Alright. Okay, I'll just move it because that's nearly that kind of a shape. Alright, that's better now. So if her head is a bit higher up there, yeah, I like that better. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna actually, yeah, maybe she should have a little rose down here. And we put this there. There we can see the tree trunk through there, which I like. Because this part is busy enough, so don't have to have too many roses. I think we make them a little more over this side. Okay, those could be there for the little one. Something like that. Alright, I better glue it down before I don't know anymore how I wanted it. Okay, it seems like this big one will close up the border. Like this. There we go. And then this one. Yeah, I don't want the background visible there, but I want, let's see, can we do it so we don't, yeah, there you go, like this, because I do want to see the tree there. Do it like this. And then, oh wait, I'm always doing this too fast. Just, I do want to lay it so it looks a little more natural than having them all go on top of each other. Some need to go under and partly over the tree and into the other side like this. Okay, this was a little one. Oops. Stay over here. Alright. Okay, this two again. I'll make it go a little bit under. Just like this. There you go. Okay, now we're going to do the yellow one. It has leaves, so I kind of like to use them. Not too much, a little bit. That's too close. Yeah, that's good. All right. All right, come on. So this one will be a little bit under, a little bit over. There you go. Okay, that's room for one more. Come on. This is a pretty one too. It's kind of all there and has a little bit of leaves on it too. So, all right. There we have our rose bush palm tree. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. All right, let me throw this stuff away so I don't get this stuck to my fingers all the time. And I'm going to go ahead again and cut this just to kind of see what it looks like. There we go, one. And one here. There you go. All right, let's make sure you see everything here. I believe so. There you go. I think I have to move a little bit over here. All right. So I'm turning it around just for you to see. It's a little bit of glue there. All right. So far. All right. Okay, now comes the words. But I don't want to use them just the way, I mean, I like the way they're colored with the roses on it. It's kind of cool. But first of all, the words and in there are super small, a little too small. And I want to cut it apart and do it a little differently. And then I still have these leaves too, which I really like them. Let's see if I can use them somehow. All right. All right, let me cut this kind of. When I do these kind of cuts, I just kind of wing it. I don't use my paper cutter or measure anything. It just has to work right now. All right, there's the word roses. It's the word crooked. I mean, depends on what the picture looks like at the end. You know, I like the rib look too, or the crooked look is okay too, but for this particular one, it's just the way it's laid out. I think I'm trying to kind of get it somewhat straight. Now I will replace those tiny words we're missing. I just want them, not huge, but just a little bigger so you can actually read them. They're so tiny. Okay, stop. Something like this. Let's see. Stop and smell the roses. But now let's see. Before I get there, I mean, I might not use them. I just like the looks of these leaves. They're so pretty. And I think the color would fit nicely. I like to, color code a little bit. It just appeals to me. So let's see if you can put them on here somewhere. I mean, sometimes I cut out things and I don't use them for that particular. Let me just change my scissor here. For this particular, whatever I'm working on, sometimes they go into my drawer and I use them for a completely different layout. But cutting it out all the way and position it gives me an idea if it's fit or not. So sometimes I'm very accurate with cutting, especially human figures. I like to really make it look sharp, but you know, flowers are not such a big deal because I probably embellish it. I go around the edges. And now here we had a, you know, it was a handbag, some kind of advertisement, so this little piece. I'm just going to get rid of it and then we'll see, probably see what we do. Okay, so now we could just incorporate them with the words, or we can incorporate them with the roses. That is kind of nice, no? Because I do have actually roses on them. No, that makes it gives it a little more appearance of a tree, doesn't it? Which, you know, not that there are any rose trees, but no, I don't think I like it down here so much. I think I'm going to just let the words, because they are quite decorated, so let them be a focal point right here and just keep the tree. Now, I should have done this before. See, this is what happens. I just don't want to cover, but I could possibly get it under this one. Will I be able to or not? No. Okay, then, in that case, you don't want to listen. Then we do this differently. We'll cut this just to fit the tree trunk like this. Right there. And let it be like this over a little bit. Yeah, that's all right. That'll work. And that way we're able to cut off the handle of the bag as well, and I don't lose the tree trunk. It looks like it comes from behind it, which is great. Now this one has a kind of a stem, so I'm gonna take advantage of this. I think I'm gonna glue down the bottom already. Now I'm working a little fast here because I don't want this video to take forever, and I don't want to bore you. But when I actually work on my own, I do work a little slower. Let's see. Like this. Yeah, there you go. Alright, yeah, I like those leaves. They're just so pretty. And also it will be fun to embellish them. Alright. Now I have Stop Smell Roses. I need a couple little words, and for simplicity I thought I'm going to use these ones. Some sweet friend sent me. I've never used them before, but they have, I think it's Tim Holtz, I'm not sure. I like to use a small word here. I don't want something very big. So if I do Stop Smell, so I could put stop and smell the roses. So it's kind of like this. And it gives me a little room here for a little more stamping if I want, and then embellishing it. So I know there is the end, I thought that, yes, but there is no the. But there is a mother and a father and a brother, and those words have the in it. So we're just gonna cut that down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put these down so I know where they go. Oops. Alright. Stop like that. Sometimes I like kind of similar distance before I decide where to put. I don't know. It's really hard for me to exactly explain what I go by where I put them, why I put them there. I guess it's inspiration, but I have a certain sense of order. I don't know if it's order. Like for instance here, I probably would like the distance kind of the same between those three. Whereas somebody else might not do that at all. And again, I don't even do it with every layout, but in this particular case, I have so much room here. I kind of feel like I want to make it somewhat, even. Sticky fingers. Alright, stop, smell. Okay, now I'm going to put the little words. Now they're going to again be quite small, but not quite as small as they were in the advertisement. You could really hardly read them. So I'm going to put the little and here. See that? Okay, now I have a mother. Well, I have two mothers. Well, two mother words. So I'm going to use that one. And we'll just cut the R off. Enough so we can not see it anymore. Oops. And for this task, like always, I need some glasses. For this little fiddly stuff, I need to have my glasses. Alright, and now we have the little word the. Stop and smell the. Oops, now I've got a piece of Alright, there we go. Let's straighten it up. Okay. Where's my cloth? I want this a little higher. Come on. Come on. Whoa, the things really stick well. I didn't realize. They're already glued. They have already glue on it, so it's not my glue stick. And there, stick. Well, good. They're supposed to. Alright. There's a tiny little piece of my leftover paper stuck on it. Come on, don't give me trouble. Alright. Still there. Alright. Okay, so now we have the main layout together. I'll show you one more time. There it is. Stop, smell, and smell the roses. So, now at this point, I would do some embellishment or a little more stamping. And I will go for a little bit, but I don't want to this video be cut too long. So, at some point, I will stop here. And as I said, you will be able to see the completed page in my next flip through on my channel. Or if you can't wait that long, as soon as I'm done with it, it probably goes on my Facebook page. Okay, so yeah, a little embellishment, a little stamping. I'll just use this real simple, I used it last time too, I think. You know, it's a liner, kitchen drawer liner, I think. It makes just some nice little dots. I don't want anything too heavy. And color-wise, well, you could do a little pink as the roses are pink, or a little purple. Well, let's see. Alright. Okay. Hold on there. I gotta clean my hands. I'm all sticky before I get into this part. Alright. Alright, better? Alright. So I might do a little stamping. Let's see how that goes. It's a little pink. I try not to do so much there because I don't want this sharp edge. So I usually just do it in the middle like this. And I'm going to try it out here because I don't want it too dark. See how like, ooh, it's really dark. Maybe, yeah. Maybe the third try would be okay. Yeah, that's okay. So actually, the green doesn't let it really, but that's okay. Let's do a couple. And like that. Maybe there. A little bit up there. Alright, for now, and then we'll see what else we can do. Okay, I'm going to go across along the border a little bit. I think with my, it's brown, but it's very dry. It was my favorite, but it's nearly finished. Get another one. I want to get a little bit around the border here to kind of make it blend in the low. I know last time I did this on the video, I realized afterwards when I watched it that it was really hard to tell, but it does give some shading, and to me it kind of blends everything together. I like to do it, and you are able to see it much better when you look at just the photo of it on my Facebook page. So if you want to check out the way it looks, the more detailed look you'll get there. Alright. It smudges the pink a little because the pink stamping is not permanent ink, so it takes it off a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Alright. I think I need to cut this a little better. I didn't cut that part very well. And this one needs a little more glue so it doesn't come off. So you do have a little edge here. Now what I could do, I could cut a little bit of this what's left over and kind of fix it. I'll see, I might do that, but it's so fiddly and it will take quite a while, so I don't want to torture you here with watching me do this. Now I'm just going to do a tiny bit of embellishment just to see what you can do with this. I probably will go around this with watercolor pencils. I'll do a little more shading. I will outline this with Sharpie. And let me definitely will do the flowers because they come out much nicer. Oops, and my Sharpie is working. Okay, now this part really takes some time, and I had showed it already on some of my videos, how I outline things and embellish it, and sometimes those things, yeah, I do a little bit, then I step away, I come back, I see what else it needs. Sometimes I add other elements like fabric or some metal or some bling or some glitter paint. This particular one, again, I'm not sure exactly where it's going, but those things really take time, and I think that would just make my video way too long. So anyway, I'm going to be working on outlining some of these animals. Mostly I use Sharpie and a white gel pen. The white gel pen will probably look great on these leaves here to enhance them a little bit. Anyway, I think I will stop at this point. I think you get the main idea what it's going to look like, because the main elements are on for sure, but I might fix this border a little bit, give it some more embellishments, maybe a little more stenciling, and then you will be able to see it. So tune in, visit me on my channel, on my YouTube channel, subscribe to my channel, or visit my Facebook page called Ina's Art Room. Thank you so much for all the ones who've shown interest in my art. I really appreciate it. And I will try to get back to everybody who leaves comments, etc. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Be crafty and artsy. Bye-bye.